Hi, this is Carrie Cassidy from Project Camelot, and it is very nice to be here on a Friday, a lovely Friday in California, I have to say. I am just now posting a link so people can join us in the chat, and I'm encouraging anyone who's listening to come onto the chat and ask questions during today's show. We're going to have an interesting show. We're going to have a healer with us, and her name is Sonia Kalkar. I'm not absolutely positive I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm going to be bringing her on in just a few minutes. In the meantime, I do want to say that there's a lot of controversy going on out there, and I just wanted to address it very briefly here and then encourage you to go to my website to my blog to see more information. But we are having a split within Camelot. Bill Ryan and myself are no longer seeing eye to eye on many subjects, and this has been going on really for about a year and a half. But the formal split happened about a few months ago when we originally built what you now know of as the Camelot portal. And that portal was built so that we could each have our own website and get into investigating the areas that we both are very interested in and do it individually. He lives in Europe and I live in America, so there is an added difficulty always in working together simply because we're across oceans. But lately we also do not see eye to eye on many philosophical issues, and this may be by virtue of what is happening all around the world. So we are not simply alone in this process. I have to say that is what is going on. There is a dividing, a splitting in which people are perceiving things differently, people that perhaps used to get along are not getting along, and so on. And I believe that's all part of the shift and the movement into 4D that we're going through here on the planet. And I am very interested in that subject and in the ideas behind ascension as well. And so in the future, we're going to be going into all of that. Myself in particular, I'm going to be delving into that with the various people that I interview. And I have an interview that I'm just about to release with Laura Knight Judsick that I think people will be fascinated by. She's a brilliant woman, quite an interesting researcher, and her contacts, called the Cassiopeians, are apparently from other dimensions, planets, and so on. And they are us also in the future, if I understand it correctly, in essence. And she talks about this in her Wave books. And for those of you who are not familiar, her main website is sott.net, SOTT.net. But she has other websites as well. I think Cassiopeians.org is another one. At any rate, hopefully the post on my main page of our site, the portal, will show you a link to the chat where I'd love you guys to, anyone who's listening, to click on that and join us in the chat, ask questions as the day goes on. We'll be having, as I say, Sonia Kalkar there, but there is a link there where you can also click on to not only listen to the show, but to join the chat. This show does not have the ability to call in, so in order to ask questions, you actually have to join the chat. It's free. It's very easy. I don't think you even need a password. And then on top of it, you can always email me at carrie@projectcamelot.org during the show. Or if you're on my Skype list, you can also Skype me and ask questions that way. So we do want to encourage listener participation, if you will, in today's show, because Sonia is a healer, and there may be things she can answer, questions that you may have that don't occur to me, and so that'd be great if we have people that would like to participate in that way. Sonia, are you with me? Okay, I think we're about to get her on the air here. She's just joining us. If you can stand by for just one moment, and let me see if we're getting any other. Sonia, okay, are you with me? This is Carrie Cassidy from Project Camelot.
I'm with you.
Wonderful.
Here.
Very nice to talk to you. I am very interested to hear what you have to say. I'm going to be honest, I don't know a lot about what you do, but I was very interested when I saw your website and I saw a bit about your background and how you got into the healing field, or at least into your therapy that you offer. One of your therapies. Okay. I understand you're involved in quite a bit. Are you able to hear me clearly?
Yeah, there's every so often, I can hear you pretty clearly. Once in a while there's a little bit of an echo, but it's not much. But no, I can hear you pretty well. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound great at my end. So hopefully over the air we'll both be able to be heard. So welcome. And did I pronounce your name right? Is it Sonia Kalkar?
You can say it that way, or Sonia Kalkar, just Kalkar.
Oh. Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
And you live in Hawaii?
I actually do live in Hawaii. Right now I'm in Northern California, but I live on my farm, a small farm in Hawaii on the Big Island.
Okay.
And go ahead.
Well, actually, I was going to ask you, so what is it like there? Do you really, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, as everyone knows, but do you do your healing work from there?
Yes, I have people that come there to work with me from time to time doing retreats. I also, I have a small private practice. When I lived on Maui, I had more going on because Maui is a little bit more cosmopolitan, metropolitan, whatever, compared to there's a few more islands that are a little bit more remote, and so I probably don't have as much there as I did on Maui, but it's more of I feel powerfully healing, shamanic. It's a little bit of everything there. There's a lot more that goes on too with Hawaiian types of healing, Hawaiian I want to say music, dance, and so the kind of people that come to Big Island are usually a little different than the ones that come to the other islands. They're there for longer retreats, deeper healing. They come to swim with the dolphins and the whales, which has been actually part of my life and my therapy as well. They've been my teachers for over 20 years. So I don't know if that answers your question. It's it's sort of a different type of person that would come there than to some of the other islands. They're usually wanting to go, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's very interesting. I swam with the dolphins at the Big Island. I think it's the Big Island.
And, right.
So visited the volcano. It's a stunning place, I must say. And I loved swimming with the dolphins. It was really an amazing experience. So if you've done that a lot, I can believe that you would get all kinds of amazing information from the dolphins downloaded into you. It's really a stunning thing to do.
Yeah. Not only information, Carrie, but they have taken me to. I feel like they've literally been, in some ways, my spiritual teachers. I've worked with yoga teachers and meditation teachers, and I've been around Amaji, and I've been around, other big beings that transmit a lot of spiritual energy and knowledge. And these beings are creatures. I know they're they live in the ocean, but it's a different type of, I would say, knowledge or experience, and they work, of course, with sonar and sound frequencies. So they clear things out of your energy field. They telepathically send messages. They also work, I feel, to assist you in evolving on your spiritual path, depending on what that means. Each individual is on a different path, right? Because of who they are and where they are in their evolution. So, anyways, for me, they've also helped me work with some of the sound work that I do. I've been involved in sound harmonics and sound therapy, and I've been a singer for many years. So that's part of. Go ahead.
That's fascinating. And I appreciate that. I would love to hear about your healing techniques And I agree with you that the dolphins and